Now at 10, a homicide investigation in Webb City leads to the ID of a suspect. We'll have the latest. Plus, the Spiva Center for the Arts hosts an exhibit highlighting some of the iconic sites of Joplin. And Missouri Southern's high-powered offense looks to stay hot. We're going to hear from the team on their fourth 30th win season in 8 years.
The four states' most watched news starts now.
Webb City police have identified the suspect in a weekend homicide investigation. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. That suspect is 51-year-old Nicholas Berry of Branson, Missouri. Police are still searching for Berry and say he should be considered armed and dangerous. Authorities say on Sunday they were called to a Webb City home about a disturbance. When they got there, they found 39-year-old Maria Whitaker of Joplin unresponsive. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. Court documents say Berry stabbed Whitaker over an argument about money. A survey by Kaiser Family Foundation has found guns are often stored in an unsafe way at home. The survey found 3 in 4 adult gun owners in households have a gun either unlocked, loaded, or kept with ammunition. The Cherokee County Sheriff David Grove says they respond to a few incidents a year where a child has gotten hold of a gun. The Sheriff's Office is one of the locations partnering with Project Child Safe. It's an education program providing free gun locks for residents.
So through a federal program, we're able to obtain these locks at no cost to the agency, which allows us to pass them on to the citizens at no cost. And it's just important for us to have this resource available to members of our community so that they can, again, keep the guns in their homes safe from kids accidentally getting into them.
Sheriff Grove says people elsewhere can get free gun locks by searching for a location from the Project Child Safe website. The Carl Junction Police Department is reminding its citizens about the potential dangers of driving golf carts on the streets without the proper license or safety measures. City police say they see residents using the carts to go to the grocery store, community events, or just to visit neighbors. However, driving a golf cart in the streets can be dangerous if the proper precautions aren't taken. The Carl Junction Police Department issued a warning to citizens urging them to obtain the proper license to operate golf carts on the streets.
If we find somebody operating a golf cart who is 15 years of age or older, then they can actually get a traffic ticket, and it's like any traffic ticket, not having a driver's license. In the instance of a parent, this would be a city ordinance violation, and they would be required to pay a fine with the city court.
The officer says the number one thing residents need to remember is to pay attention while driving. Police say last year there were several wrecks involving golf carts. One involved a golf cart that flipped. In another case, police said the driver was drunk and fell from the cart, hit her head. Kansas U.S. Senator Jerry Moran today stopped by the National Safety Apparel facility in Baxter Springs for a tour and to talk to local Kansans. Moran spoke with residents about what jobs are available, as well as what jobs are needed in Southeast Kansas. National Safety Apparel makes different types of clothing for post office workers. It includes industrial clothing such as jackets, helmets, and gloves. Pitt State construction students got a chance to meet with businesses from all across the country. The university today hosted its Construction Expo. Officials say it featured more than 100 vendors, about 800 people total attended. Students got to test out the latest industry equipment and meet with businesses about potential job opportunities.
The industry of construction has changed because we have such a labor shortage and trying to get people in that we're trying to figure out how can we automate more, how can we do more with some of this equipment. Like over here we've got a laser screed going, and that can help replace 3 or 4 people as we're working the concrete.
The Construction Expo started in 2013 with only one company. Beautiful weather continues. Let's check in with meteorologist Sam Lane.
Yes, it does, Dow. Beautiful weather across the area. Lots of blue skies and warm temperatures and no precipitation. Radar is clear right now, but notice there is some activity down to the south associated with some moisture and a low pressure center there. That's going to kind of fill our area in with some moisture as we go through the day tomorrow with some clouds and increasing dew points. That's all because we're watching a storm system out towards the west that will get a little bit closer to us in time for Friday. But right now temperatures are very pleasant, generally in the 60s on those south winds. Pick out your hometown. In the morning, we're going to see temperatures dropping through the 60s into the 50s by tomorrow morning, a low of 52, but we should recover pretty nicely by tomorrow afternoon with more temperatures in the 70s. In fact, looking down the road, we have fantastic temperatures in store. Then we're tracking a storm system for your Friday. There's a possible severe weather threat with that, and of course we'll have more details on that, as well as a cooler weekend when we come back.
See you soon. The Spiva Center for the Arts hosts an exhibit showcasing a miniature Joplin. KOAM's Amber Jenkins has more.
Joplin teens are celebrating the city's 150th birthday by recreating Joplin's iconic landmarks.
We've realized at Landmark Builds that no one teaches local history, not as a child or as an adult. So the Joplin Sesquicentennial is a perfect time to talk about history, and we developed this Lego competition so that teens could learn more about it and share their knowledge and their storytelling through their builds with our community.
The teens had to create their builds with donated Legos and $100 for special Lego blocks.
They had the chance also to take site visits to places that are closed off where they normally wouldn't see. The Olivia Apartments that are under redevelopment right now, the Union Station, which is not open to the public.
Passionate Lego builders were eager to create Joplin.
Yeah, it was really fun. We got to meet new people and play with Legos.
I love Legos. I've been playing with them since I was 5 years old.
The teams of teens spent about 13 hours on average building since December.
The cave had these huge, beautiful rocks of all different colors.
We have upstairs, we also have a mining part.
Recreating hometown history gave the team builders pride.
I feel proud and honored of making a build that represents Joplin and its history.
In Joplin, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Now, tomorrow, the city of Joplin is showing the movie Bonnie and Clyde at Landreth Park to celebrate Joplin's 150th birthday. A Joplin bank is helping to ensure families in need don't go hungry. Great Southern Bank employees donated meals to the Ronald McDonald House. Employees delivered the meals and met with families. Officials say it serves as a team bonding activity, all for a good cause.
It saves financially for the families, but also, again, taking away the stress. They can walk in, enjoy a good meal, and just fill themselves up. Because to fill up and serve a child that's sick, you have to be healthy and cared for as well.
The Ronald McDonald House provides temporary housing for families with seriously ill children in the hospital. Coming up, outrage in Ukraine following graphic videos released of a Ukrainian soldier's beheading. Plus, the latest on the Louisville mass shooting, including the release of 911 calls. Ukraine launched an investigation today into a gruesome video that purportedly shows the beheading of Ukrainian soldiers. It's the latest accusations of atrocities said to have been committed by Russia since it invaded last year. The video spread quickly online and drew outrage from officials in Kyiv as well as international organizations. The Kremlin called the footage horrible but said it needed to be verified. A vigil was held tonight in Louisville for the victims of Monday's mass shooting. 5 people were killed, 8 others hurt. Reporter Roxana Suberi is in Louisville with more on the vigil and newly released 911 calls.
It's in your name that we do pray, and everyone say together, amen.
The Louisville community came together to collectively mourn the workplace shooting at a downtown bank Monday morning.
These are irreplaceable Kentuckians taken far too soon by a senseless act of violence that is certainly making me feel heartbroken, and I think all of us torn.
Oh my God, I just watched it.
The horror of the shooting was captured in 911 calls. One woman saw the gunman open fire on a board meeting while on a video call.
This video is still going. Oh my God, I can't see anything now except for the ground.
Another woman called while hiding inside the bank.
8 or 9 people have been shot. I'm in a closet hiding. Was that shots fired? Yes, it is. stay quiet. Just stay quiet.
The 25-year-old gunman was killed in a shootout with police officers. 2 people are still hospitalized, including rookie officer Nicholas Wilt, who was shot in the head. Roxana Saberi, CBS News, Louisville, Kentucky.
The 911 calls included one from the suspect's mother, who said her son had a gun and may be heading to the bank where he worked. The Shelby County Board of Commissioners in Memphis today voted to reappoint Justin Pearson to the Tennessee House of Representatives. The vote returns Pearson to his seat. It comes 2 days after the Nashville Metropolitan Council did the same thing for Justin Jones. The state house expelled both Pearson and Jones from their seats last Thursday after they led a protest seeking gun reform in the Capitol. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly signed a bill that will require Kansans to be at least 21 to legally buy tobacco products. It takes effect on July 1st. The current age to buy cigarettes, electronic cigarettes, and tobacco products is 18. The bill received bipartisan support in the legislature last month. The federal government raised its minimum age to buy tobacco products to 21 in 2019, and Kansas could have lost federal funds for substance abuse programs if it did not pass this bill. Kansas joins 41 other states that have increased the age to 21. E-cigarette maker Juul Labs has agreed to pay almost $500 million to 6 states and Washington, D.C. The $462 million settlement will be made over 8 years. The settlement will also force retailers to keep Juul's products behind counters and verify the age of purchasers. Juul must also stop using people under age 35 years in its marketing materials. The lawsuit accused Juul of promoting its products to high school students. Price of stamps is likely going to go up this summer. The U.S. Postal Service told regulators it plans to increase the price of first-class stamps from 63 to 66 cents. If approved, the change would take place in July. The Postal Service says the increase is necessary to offset rising operating expenses. The agency expects to lose $4.5 billion this year. A little bit later, the only thing better than food is enjoying it with a loved one. How some area kids spent their school lunches today in Southwest Missouri.
And how long is the nice weather going to last? Is it going to last through the weekend? Well, I have the answer when we come back. Well, folks, the nice weather just keeps going on and on and on. But of course, you know, all good things must come to an end. As we head through the weekend, we're going to see some changes in our forecast just a little bit. Right now, though, in Seneca, Missouri, at Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, pretty nice night. You can see the planet Venus there shining brightly in the western sky right about there. So a pretty nice night shaping up across the entire area. In fact, we're still seeing temperatures close to 70 degrees in many locations. Sedan 65, 66 in Neodesha right now, 61 in Fort Scott as well as Nevada. A little bit cooler up in Stockton where they're down to 57, but still a pretty pleasant temperature at this hour. In Joplin, we're sitting at 63 with a south wind at 7. Dew point's 42, so the humidity is about 46%. The pressure is currently steady on the hour. The winds have been kind of steady today too, in the single digits for the most part right now. A little bit stronger out towards the west, and of course, with those winds and the dry air and the drought in place, that means we're concerned about fire danger, especially in southeastern Kansas. So please be aware of that, especially tomorrow, as we're going to see the winds increase just a little bit out towards the west, around 20 miles per hour by afternoon. And then as we go into Friday morning, we'll see the winds really increase in the morning hours, and still in the afternoon, those stronger winds are going to start migrating a little bit further towards the east, with some places getting over 30 miles per hour. So just be aware of the fire danger. Radar right now is all clear across our area, and it's going to stay that way for a little bit longer. We are watching a powerful storm system over southern Louisiana this evening, generating quite a bit of rain across the Texas Gulf Coast, all the way over into the Panhandle of Florida. But right now in Fort Lauderdale, they're having a flash flood emergency as they've had over 20 inches of rain in just a few hours' time. So a massive situation going on right there. But fortunately, nothing like that for us. Instead, we're watching the storm system on the west coast, which is going to be moving towards the east. And as it taps into the deeper Gulf moisture, we're going to see the rain chances and thunderstorm chances increase, especially Friday night into Saturday morning. But lows tonight are going to be generally in the 50s across the area with southeasterly winds. And notice the clouds and the moisture start to increase from southeast to northwest tomorrow. And by evening, we'll see temperatures in the upper 70s once again across the area, approaching 80 in Yates Center on southerly winds. Then as we go through Thursday evening, temperatures are going to be dropping down into the 50s by Friday morning on south winds. Moisture again continuing to increase from the east and from the south. And then by afternoon, we'll start to see temperatures rising into the upper 70s once again, close to 80 out towards the west. But then notice as we go through the evening hours, thunderstorms start to develop out towards our west. Some of these storms could be strong or severe with all modes possible. The best chance of that is going to be in our northern sections, but we have to be concerned about the possibility even across our entire area. Then as we go into Saturday morning, showers still in the region with lows in the 50s and 60s. Here's the threat risk of severe weather on Friday, basically from Topeka and Lawrence all the way down through into north central Texas, including the western sections of our viewing area, including also parts of Oklahoma. And that includes all threats, including tornadoes. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that. Over the next 7 days, not too bad of a forecast temperature-wise. We just have to get through the showers and thunderstorms late Friday into early Saturday. Sunday looks great. Monday looks even better. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, more storms roll back into the area. But of course, now this is springtime in the 4 states, so we have to throw in a few showers and storms here and there.
Yes, it wouldn't be spring without the showers. You need those for the flowers.
We sure
eventually.
do.
Thanks. 2 elementary schools met today in Carthage to host a Lunch with a Loved One event. Family members and friends gathered at Columbian and Steadley Elementaries to enjoy some lunch. Officials with the school district say the event gives family members and friends a chance to enjoy time with their loved ones at school in a social environment.
And so we offer an opportunity one time a year for each grade level to invite their guests, friends or family to come have lunch with them. It's just, we like to reach out to our community and help our families know that they're welcome. It's really exciting for our kids to have a guest and be able to show off their school to their family.
Close to 100 kindergartners participated. Still ahead, the Missouri Southern Lions used the long ball to pick up another 30-win season. And the St. Louis Cardinals aim to take the series from the Colorado Rockies. Jacob Leonard has those highlights and more up next.
The Missouri Southern Lions have been one of the best baseball teams in the country this season. Right now, the Lions are 30-10 overall and ranked 17th in the nation. Now, there are a lot of reasons for their success this spring, but no doubt one of the biggest reasons is their ability to hit the long ball. The Missouri Southern Lions have already hit the 30-win mark this season.
Playing pretty good right now. I feel like we're pretty consistent. We've been pretty consistent all year. I think our guys are confident. I think our guys believe in each other, and so I feel like we're in a good spot, but there's other teams that are also in a good spot.
The Lions' high-powered offense has been the catalyst for the team this spring. They lead the MIAA in hits and runs and also have a conference-best 83 home runs.
Right now we're just super confident. We trust everybody in the lineup, and if one guy's not doing it that day, the next guy usually is. So we're at a good spot to be, and just playing with confidence and trust.
Senior Matt Miller leads the MIAA individually with 15 home runs. Earlier this season, the Aurora, Missouri kid became the program's all-time home run leader with 50 and counting.
It means a lot. You grow up around here, you see everybody doing all the great things around Joplin, the Southwest area, and just to be kind of put my name in that record, I guess, that record books is pretty special to me.
I've seen some of the hardest hit baseballs from Matt Miller.
Just try to hit the ball hard, and good things will happen for me.
That's the one thing he can do. He can slug the ball, and sometimes if he struggles, you keep him in there because he has a chance to hit a home run. And he's done that, basically throughout his whole career. But, Matt's developed into a consistent hitter.
Missouri Southern has 9 MIAA games remaining. Heading into this weekend's series against Newman, they're 18-6 in the league, just 1 game back of first place.
Baseball is all about getting hot at the right time, right? So we just got to hang in there, and hopefully at the end of the year, everybody's confident, and we're having fun, we're trusting each other. I think that's all we really need to do.
Everybody's going to give us our best shot, and as long as we stay focused and keep competing like we have been, I think we'll be all right.
Missouri Southern's 83 home runs this season are 19 more than the team with the second most in the conference. And the Lions open their weekend series against Newman on Friday night at 6 p.m. Now to the majors, Cardinals try to take 2 of 3 from the Rockies in the series finale today. Down 1 here, Tyler O'Neill puts one in the seats. His second of the season, ties the game. On into the 4th inning now, where the man on, Nolan Arenado, gets a hold of one. 2-run shot for Arenado. Number 2 on the year for him, gives the Cardinals their first lead of the day. Later, tied again, but Nolan Gorman puts it away. Clears the wall with a laser shot to left. 2-run homer for Gorman. Cardinals win this one 7-4 to take 2 out of 3 from the Rockies. The Kansas City Royals also in action tonight to try to avoid the sweep against the Rangers. The Royals score a season-high 10 runs, winning 10-1. MJ Melendez goes 2 for 5 with a double and 3 RBI. So
runs.
I know it's like 4 games for them
exactly.
combined.
You said a season high. I'm thinking that practically exceeds the previous season total.
Not far off.
We'll be right back. All right, look at this. Oscar Mayer's allowing you to have your dream-filled Wienermobile wedding. The hot dog giant announced it's going to be parking its iconic Wienermobile outside of the Little White Wedding Chapel in Las Vegas. 30-minute time slots on either this Saturday or Sunday will be available, or at least they were. An official Oscar Mayer hot dogger will officiate the ceremonies, and the couples will receive a wiener-shaped cake along with a walk down the aisle to the live Wiener Whistle Quartet, because that is a romantic memory you want to cherish forever.
Yeah, who's that passionate about like hot dogs?
Enough people apparently to keep the Wienermobile busy for one weekend,
yep.
I guess. The weather.
We have a really nice day tomorrow, and then storms roll in late Friday into early Saturday, but Sunday looks pretty good, and then more storminess next week, but all in all, not a bad forecast.
Final sports notes.
Both local teams, Pittsburgh State and Missouri Southern, good at the long ball this year. We told you Missouri Southern leads the MIAA with 83, Pittsburgh State second with 64.
Impressive stats. Thanks for joining us. Morning show starts at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.